I can't believe the absolute embarrassment on national television that I just witnessed.
What a shocker! The Hawks lose again. This time it's 5-0 to the Minnesota Wild. And not only is it 5-0, it's on national television too. Yes, that's right. This game, the NHL decided, TNT decided, hey, we want the Wild and the Blackhawks. That's going to be a fantastic game mid-season. Wow, what an excellent decision by the broadcasting team to want to have broadcast nationally a 5-0 schmacking.
It's just depressing. It's so depressing that this team, despite us have being utterly trash for the last 5 years, the NHL still decides to give us so many primetime games. It's honestly embarrassing. But you know what? It's okay. I mean, I get it. We're an original six team. It's like, Detroit when they sucked. They still got a bunch of primetime games because they're the Detroit Red Wings. So we still get more primetime games than the Panthers, the Hurricanes, and other really good teams that are on smaller markets. And this game is a perfect example why smaller market teams like Florida, like Carolina, who are playing very well right now, should deserve some more attention from the primetime slots. But that aside, this game was awful. It's just, I don't understand. They looked good against Detroit and Colorado, and they just decided, hey, it'd be funny? We'll go from scoring 12 goals in 2 games to scoring just 1 in 2 games. It baffles me because the 2 games at home against Minnesota this year, we scored once. We scored once, and that was after it was 5-0 in the first contest. The Hawks were down 5-0 in both games against the Wild at home. At home this year. It'd make a little bit more sense if that was on the road. But this is at home in your home stadium in front of your home fans. And you let them down 5-0. Twice. One of those games you don't even score in. The other one you miraculously got a goal to avoid being shut out. But they got shut out in this one. They looked awful. There's no coming back from that. And I mean, seeing the last 2 games, this week-long break, which could have been 3 weeks if the Olympics were going on, would have been very nice for the Hawks. Just as a team to kind of just take a break, go out to the Olympics, have some fun. That's not happening anymore. They got the All-Star weekend, but I mean, after that, you're going back out in a week. From the date of this game, they've got the Oilers. You just hope. You just hope that a week is enough time for this team to do something and prepare and maybe stop sucking. But we're getting close to 50 games for this season. I think it's time to accept the fact that this team's not doing anything this year. It's just not happening. It's not happening. We're over halfway through the season, so it's we can't say this is an early season slump. We can't start saying that. The Avs were on an early season slump for their standards, at least, and they've revived their season very much so, and they're back to being cup favorites. But this team was expected to not do great, and they aren't doing great, and they're still bad. It still surprises me how bad this team is, honestly, with Taves, Kane, DeBrincat on our side, and Hagel emerging to score some goals. And we have Marc-Andre Fleury in net and Seth Jones. It just baffles me how bad this team is and how we squander opportunities to beat teams that we should. So when we lose to teams like this, it just hurts that much more, especially when you lose something like 5-0. And I think it's just a problem of depth. The team it's not very deep. It has some good players on the top lines, but the depth is just not going to come through. Our defense is not good still. We got Seth Jones. He's making the defense alone look somewhat better than last year, but it still sucks. And Marc-Andre Fleury can only do so much. For example, on the 5th goal of this game, it's just a mad scramble for the puck.
There are so many Hawks players over here, and they can't seem to get a stick on it. It's like I have no idea what they're doing. It's like they don't. It's like, oh, there's the puck. I better back away from it because they can't touch the puck. And naturally, the first time the Wild players touch it, they score. It's like I don't understand. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. This team just sucks. I mean, the only positives is that we're not the Montreal Canadiens, the Arizona Coyotes, or the Philadelphia Flyers, who have two 10-game losing streaks. And we're not even 50 games through the year. They already have two of those. I thought it was bad when the Hawks had two 8-game losing streaks a couple of years ago. That's how Coach Q got fired and started the wonderful era of Jeremy Colleton. God, thank goodness he's gone. It's just, with the talent on this team, on paper, you'd expect them to be better. You'd expect them to be better with the names that they have on the roster, but they just don't have depth. And it's just like, how can this team suck for so long? It just baffles me because, I mean, we had 2017, got swept by the Predators. I don't want to talk about it. 2018, we can't get the job done, and then 2019 sucks as well. And then you get to the COVID-shortened year, which we're blessed with a playoff spot with the extended playoff format. We were able to beat the Oilers and then get, one win against the Vegas Golden Knights. And, I mean, that was a miracle in itself. And then they just do nothing last year, and this year's much of the same. The team just crumbled after they got swept by the Predators. This season for the team has had some very bad things happen to it, not only on the ice but off the ice, and it's just been a long year. This is another chapter that we can add to such a legacy that this team's going to have, honestly. And I mean, that's all I really got to say about this game. They get a week off to prepare for Edmonton. They got the All-Star game. DeBrincat's going, so that's going to be a good thing. I'm happy for him. But, I mean, the team around him has just not been performing. Hopefully this is a break that this team needs, and they hopefully take advantage of this break and can come back to these rescheduled games strong and get some wins. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. So if you liked it, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and well, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.